This is Angelina. I'm your interlocutor for IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. Hafiz, you are candidate A, and Fatima, you are candidate B. Candidate A, can I have your full name, please?
My name is Hafiz Muhammad Gulzar.
And what may I call you?
Gulzar.
Can you spell your first name?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Hafiz. Hafiz. Hafiz.
Where do you come from?
I come from Lahore.
What do you do?
I'm doing a job.
How's the life of people in your country?
It's a little bit hand to mouth, everyone.
What kinds of jobs do people do in your country?
Different types of jobs available in here in a marketing, in CPML department, in the banking sector, uh, in different jobs available here.
What do you do on weekends?
I love to read the books. I love to play a cricket. I uh, love to play a snooker.
Thank you so much, Candidate A. Candidate B, can I have your full name, please?
My name is Fatima Yaqub.
What can I call you?
You can call me Fatima.
Can you spell your name?
Yes, of course. Fatime.
Where do you come from?
I come from Morocco.
What do you do?
I'm a student.
What kind of music do you like?
I like rock music. It's my favorite music. I like romantic music. I like classic music. It's good.
How
I
often
feel
do you
fun.
listen to music?
I listen to music every day.
Okay. Who is your favorite singer and why?
My favorite singer is Samira Saeed. It's very good voice, and I love her because she's very good singing, and she's Morocco singing.
Thank you so much, Candidate B. Now it is time for Phase 1B. Candidate A will question Candidate B about her favorite season and the activities that she enjoys in her favorite season. Candidate B, you will ask questions from Candidate A about watching news. You both have 1 minute to think about your questions. And after 1 minute, I will give you the instruction to speak. You may take notes of your questions if you wish. Your time to think begins now. Candidate A, please ask your questions about her favorite season and activities that she enjoys in her favorite season. You have 2 minutes to ask your questions and your time begins now.
Hello, Fatma. Do you like a season?
Yes, I like season.
Okay, what type of seasons you are watching?
Okay, I like summer season. It's very good for me.
Okay,
I like
fine. How
it.
often do you watch season? How often do you watch season?
No, I like sunny weather season. You understand?
Okay, are you watching seasons on weekend?
No, I
Which
don't
time
like
you
watch.
which time you have selected for watching a season?
I like to enjoy in my seasons because it's very good for me. I like to go to swimming pool and go into park with my family and enjoy a lot with my friends. So
Okay. Which
what
one season is your favorite?
my favorite season is summer weather, summer season.
Uh, okay. Which type of do you activities listen in season?
My activity in my summer season is swimming, walking. Uh, I like to cooking food in summer and going out and going to shopping and traveling. So many activities I like to do in the summer.
Which season is your favorite? How many types of
It's
season?
it's four type in season. There is
Okay,
summer and
okay,
winter
okay,
and autumn and
okay.
spring.
Which one is your best one, and which one is your best season?
I like spring season. I like to
Why?
see flowers. I like to see flowers. I like to walk in the park. I like to wear thin clothes in spring season. It's very nice weather in spring.
What types of clothes you wearing in
Thank
a
you.
season?
Thank you so much, Candidate A, for your questions. Candidate B, please ask your questions from Candidate A about watching news. You have 2 minutes to ask your questions, and your time begins now.
Do you like watching news?
Yes, I am watching the news.
Where do you like watching news?
Normally in a mobile phone or a TV.
Okay, with who do you like watching news?
Sorry.
With who do you like watching news? With your family,
Uh,
alone, or
Sometimes alone, sometimes with family, sometimes with my friends.
okay? How often do you like watching news?
Once a day.
Okay, what kind of news do you like watching?
Mostly, I like to watch the news about political situation in a country or a sports news or updates according to the atmosphere.
Okay, do you like watching news about films?
Yes, of course. I like to watch to listen the news about films.
Mhm. Do you like to watch news about quick weather?
Yes, of course. To keep update myself about weather.
Okay, do you like to watch news about international sports?
Yes, of course. To update myself, I watch the international news.
Okay, what is your favorite news?
Mostly political news is my favorite news.
Why is political news is your favorite?
Because according to my country, the situation is very critical. This situation is going to be very worst due to the instability of the country. The political news
Okay,
are very hot.
okay, that's great. When do you like watching news?
Sorry.
When do you like watching news?
Uh, when I don't understand your question. Please
Okay,
elaborate.
do you like watching news at home?
Yes, of course. At home or at job, it depends on my free time.
Okay. Do you like watching news in the morning?
Sometimes I watch the news morning. Sometimes I watch the news in the evening.
Okay. Do you like watching news about weather?
Yes, of course. To keep to update myself, I watch the news about weather.
Okay. Do you like watching news with your friends?
Yes, of course, I watch the news with my friends.
What kind of news do you like watching about weather? About music?
About music, to keep update myself, what are the latest albums, what are the old albums, what are the new songs, what are the new films, what are the trailers released out in the market.
Okay. Do you like watching news about food?
Yes, of course, to fresh environment around here, I watch the news about the food to keep the rates updation.
Okay. Do you like watching news in mobile phone?
Yes, I watch the news in mobile phone. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, candidate B, for your questions. Now it is time for the next phase of the test, that is the listening test. Please brace yourself. I'm going to share the screen with you and some questions on the screen. Is it visible, the screen, to you?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Please listen to the recording and tell me, do they travel to work by car, bus, or train?
Okay.
I will ask you questions once the recording is played. Candidate A, do they travel to work by car, bus, or train in the first recording? Candidate B, do they travel to work by car, bus, or train in the second recording? Let's listen to the recording now.
Entry 1, Task 1. Script 1. How do you travel to work?
Well, the roads are very busy, so I get the train with my friend. It's expensive, but that's okay because it's very fast. I leave home at 8 o'clock and we meet at the railway station. Only the boss drives to work because there's one parking place for him.
Script 2.
Do you go to work by train?
No, it's much too expensive, £9. So I go in my car with a neighbour. He gives me money to pay for the petrol, so it's quite cheap. It's about 35 minutes to drive to work, but over an hour by public transport.
Candidate A, in the first recording, how does the woman travel to work? By car, by bus, or by train?
By bus.
Thank you. Candidate B, in the second recording, how does the man travel to work? By car, by bus, or by train?
Travel by car.
Thank you. Now listen again and answer these questions. Candidate B, in the first recording, who does the woman travel to work with? And what time does she leave her house? Candidate A, in the second recording, who does the man travel to work with? And how many minutes is the journey by car? Listen once again and answer these questions. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Life. Entry 1, Task 1. Script 1. How do you travel to work?
Well, the roads are very busy, so I get the train with my friend. It's expensive, but that's okay because it's very fast. I leave home at 8 o'clock and we meet at the railway station. Only the boss drives to work because there's one parking place for him.
Script 2.
Do you go to work by train?
No, it's much too expensive, £9. So I go in my car with a neighbour. He gives me money to pay for the petrol, so it's quite cheap. It's about 35 minutes to drive to work, but over an hour by public transport.
Okay. Candidate B. In the first recording, who does the woman travel to work with?
With her friends.
And what time does she leave her house?
She leave 8 o'clock.
Thank you. Candidate A. In the second recording, who does the man travel to work with?
Neighbor.
And how many minutes is the journey by car?
35 minutes.
Thank you so much. This is the end of the listening test. I think you got one answer wrong, Hafiz. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the listening test. Now, let's move to the last phase of the test. That is the discussion phase. In this section, you will discuss a topic with candidate B. Your topic of discussion is jobs in your country. You have 3 minutes to discuss the topic, and your time begins now.
Fatma, what your opinion about the jobs in our country?
Yeah, my opinion on my job in my country is very available for all the people you can work. There is so many jobs in my country. There is people do so many jobs like teacher, doctor. There is so many jobs. What about you? What kind of job do you have in your country?
There are multiple departments here about a teaching, about a banking sector, about sales jobs, about marketing jobs, all different types of jobs available here on different levels. What is the minimum wage in your country in a job?
Minimum age for job in my country is 18 years. Every people working in the age 18 because it's a very good age for work. And people, so Rasulullah,
Fatma, are you listening?
okay. So what is facilities to people go to a job in your country?
There are multiple facilities available on good reputable jobs like medication, HR policies, life insurance policy. There are different facilities available here on a different departments, on a different levels. So tell me about most famous jobs in your country.
Okay, my famous job in my country is teacher, farmer, doctor, dentist, hair sales, so many jobs. So what is about you? What's most jobs in your country?
Yes, the most famous jobs available here are doctors, electrical engineers, civil engineers, MBAs, marketing jobs, different jobs available here on a different levels. So, can you tell me about a minimum salary in your country?
Yes, minimum salary in my country is 200 pound for a week. Is very good salary
Okay.
because it's different, not same job, but is that price is different job.
Okay,
So
minimum salary in your country? What's your?
okay, in the month is 3,000 pound for a month for people working in the company.
Okay, fine.
So what about you? What is salary is your job in your country?
Here is almost calculate on a monthly basis. The minimum wage, minimum salary around 24,000 according to the government policies. According to the law, there is only 24,000 salary, which is not a handsome amount, but it could be better than nothing. Something is better than nothing.
Okay, so how much hours people
Uh,
working in your
Uh,
country?
Mostly, there is no time limitation in on a private jobs, but certainly mostly 12 hours or 8 to 12 hours is the working hours considered on a job.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Candidate A and Candidate B. Good luck for your result. And this is the end of the test, right? That's it. The test is super simple. You've taken all the phases of the test, but Hafiz, you're very good at English, but you have failed this test.
What's the reason?
The reason is the season, because
Exactly.
I asked you like which is your favorite season. Ask her about her favorite season and what activities she enjoys in her favorite season.
Actually, I understand this question about film season. That is why I turned the questions to around that. But the season is when she said about
See,
me.
we don't have
Uh,
that topic. That season, we don't even have it in A1 Life Skills. Remember, this is an easy test. This is just an elementary level test. And they cannot
okay.
even ask you about very simple topics. Topics cannot be complicated. They are very simple, basic level English. So I don't think so somebody would ever ask you about favorite seasons, but maybe favorite TV programs. Technically, you've given one answer wrong for listening to, because in the recording one, how does the woman travel? She travels by train because it's fast.
But I think so. She changes the question. I think so.
Yeah,
She
that
said,
is, there's a switch in the recording. Also, this is a tip for the exam on 12th. If
okay,
you're candidate A and in the first phase of listening, the examiner will ask you what is the information about. Then, because you're candidate A, then recording one is yours. See that, listen to the examiner. Candidate A, in the first recording, how does the woman travel? Second time, in the second phase, there's a switch in the recording. If you're candidate A, the examiner will ask you questions from the second recording. And the examiner
okay,
will tell you before playing the recording, okay, candidate B, in the second recording, how does the man travel to work? Right?
okay,
Listen. Don't do your own math. Listen to your examiner, and this is a rule that there is a switch in the recording, and that is the reason. So many people fail this test because they think that their recording is recording one, because they're candidate A. No. In
Mhm.
the second round of listening, there's a switch in the recording. So technically, you have such good English. Your English is much better than like so many people. But technically, you failed this test. Okay? Don't make this mistake tomorrow. Just be confident and just know that this is an elementary level test. Right?
Okay,
And
fine.
she kept telling you
Right.
that get the hint. She kept telling you, my favorite season is summer. Summer, you did not understand. You thought that she's
Yeah,
wrong
because
and
I
you're
hope
right.
to.
Yeah,
I hope to remember that.
yeah,
but
she also said, now do you understand? So you used a very difficult word, wage. I'm sure that she doesn't know. Wage is salary, Fatima. Wage is salary. What is the minimum wage? Minimum wage means the tiniest, the little one. Like maybe people receive $20 in a month, or sorry, not a month, in a week, or maybe they receive $50 in a week or something. That is the minimum. Minimum means lowest, maximum means more, right? So we were talking about minimum salary, not maximum, right? So this test is over, and I am really happy with your performance. I'm sure you will pass this test, Hafiz, but that was so wrong. This is how people fail this test, right? If you would have done the same thing in your examination hall, the examiner would have been, no. Right? So just pay attention
Okay.
to the topic. Yeah,
What should be the criteria? Ma'am,
yeah.
kindly tell me about what should be the criteria about pass and fail.
See, the examiners have to be fair on the basis of questions and understanding of the topics, because that's what the entire test is all about. It is your communication with the partner B, right? Understanding of the questions as well. If you do a good job with speaking, the examiner is not stupid, will, observe something and then still, consider you pass or fail. If you do some mistakes with listening, but you're good at speaking, you still have a chance to pass. See, you're a brilliant student. There's no way that you will fail. But I just have one tip for you, that understand the question, listen to the question carefully. That's it. I'm sure you will pass this test. And once you will take the test, do let me know in the comment section or messenger anywhere, that what were the topics that the examiner asked from you.
Sure.
Be confident. This test cannot defeat you, but today you have failed. That's all. Right?
Okay, fine.
I'm happy that you've taken this test. This would really help you remain very confident tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? So any other questions that you have about important topics, go on and ask. Anything that's on your mind. I will tell you that for boys, if you have a partner, yeah.
I watch your videos on a different topics. That is very informative, or that is very good to me to learn something about different topics. But here is a mistake on a season.
It's
Okay,
okay.
fine.
I completely understand. But you will pass, right? This is just a mistake that happened today. Now, listen, I want to tell you something, that for boys, if you will have a partner who is a boy and not a girl, then what kinds of topics? Because with girls, it is different. With boys, sports and games, important topic.
Okay.
Jobs, important topic. Countryside, important topic. Countryside. Life in countryside. Important. How do you get information? Important topic. How do you get information? Favorite website? Important topic. Favorite website. Festivals? Important topic. With boys, outdoor activities, very popular with boys, right? Because with girls, they ask them evening, cooking, weekends, birthdays. But with boys, it's a little bit different, because they can discuss about sports and games. They can talk about how do you get information, internet, mobile phone, outdoor activities, just like that. That is the only difference if there are two boys sitting in the test. If there's a girl with you, then the topics could be any. If the girl is sitting with you, most probably the examiner will ask you about morning activities. What do you do in the morning? Healthy breakfast, very popular topic these days. If there's a girl with you, normally, if there's a girl with you, there is a chance that healthy breakfast. The examiner can also ask about favorite member of the
Healthy?
family. Healthy
Okay,
breakfast.
healthy?
Breakfast.
Practice?
Healthy breakfast. Favorite member of the family. I think with boys, two more topics I want to tell you. Hometown and neighborhood. Very popular with boys because they don't know the difference between neighborhood and neighbor. Do you know the difference between neighbor and neighborhood?
Yes, ma'am. Neighbor is your beside your house. Neighborhood is the surrounding of the area.
Yeah, that's right. And just like that, hometown as well. People get confused that maybe the town that I live in, that is my hometown. No, your city is your hometown.
Your city, exactly.
Yes. I think that is it. And besides that, I have mentioned some really important topics on my YouTube channel. You can go through all the important topics that I have given compilations, right? You can work on those topics. But don't worry, you will pass this test. Just stick to the topic, be attentive in the test.
Okay, fine.